I don't know what they were doing, but when she came in and she slapped me with a fish.
Yeah, man, I was just outside smoking a cigarette and this man came up and he slapped this woman with a fish, man. I don't know what that was about.
Night, a brother now charged with killing his sister and his 2-year-old niece. Police say he stabbed the mother and daughter to death in their West Houston apartment the day after Thanksgiving. ABC 13's Luke Jones is at the Harris County Jail where that man's being held.
The judge has denied to set bail. The charge here, capital murder. The motive, still unclear. What is clear, however, he has an extensive criminal history and only got out of prison last year. At the doorstep of an unspeakable crime, balloons, teddy bears, and heartfelt messages left for 28-year-old Janine Fisher and her 2-year-old daughter's family. Janine's brother, 29-year-old Kendrick Fisher, now charged with stabbing her and her daughter to death Friday morning.
I don't understand hurting your own sister, hurting a woman, hurting another person, period. But what possessed you to hurt this baby?
Records show Kendrick Fisher had gotten out of prison last December after serving a 7-year sentence for armed robbery with extra time tagged on for contraband. For the last few months, family says Janine Fisher had been letting him stay with her at the Knox at West Chase apartments.
A lot of the residents around here would get an eerie feeling from him.
And that includes members of his own family.
He had already beat the hell out of me.
Fisher's mother telling reporters Friday how her son had once attacked her, but friends say there were no signs of ill will between brother and sister.
We could see no red flags. This was just completely out of the blue.
Friday, Fisher's mother says her son was acting completely out of character.
His so-called friends laced him on some fake weed and hit him up. So he come home on a rampage.
Around 3:30 that morning, police say they were flagged down and told Janine Fisher and her daughter were being held hostage in their apartment. When officers made it inside, they say they found both dead with multiple stab wounds and a blood-covered brother sleeping on a sofa.
The apartment managers were crying about that. Residents were crying about that.
Emmanuel Thomas's 3-year-old daughter, a frequent playmate of the murdered 2-year-old, a child whose death is just as perplexing as it is horrifying.
She was defenseless. She can't do anything. She posed no threat to you. That's what I and a lot of other people are wondering.
Wondering and asking questions. Police say only one man can answer. Luke Jones, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
Yo, what's good, gang? It's Transition representing Gap 2 Games, and we back at y'all with another rendition of Morning Time Madness. Well, basically, we bringing back that old school vibe. You know when you woke up in the morning for school getting ready, and you go in the living room and your parents are watching the news and there's something crazy going on? Well, it's still crazy stuff going on, y'all, so let's talk about it. As you just seen in the video, and first and foremost, I want to send my condolences to Carly and Janine Fisher. Rest in power. It's truly a sad and tragic situation, and nobody deserves to be done like that. Nobody, especially by their own family. But we got the write-up right here. It says, authorities have confirmed that a man has been charged with capital murder in the death of his sister and niece, who were found stabbed inside of a West Houston apartment early Friday. Family members say Kendrick Rayvon Fisher, age 29, has been staying with his 28-year-old sister Janine at the Knox at West Chase apartment complex. At about 3:30 a.m., police say they were flagged down and told that a woman and her daughter were being held hostage in the apartment. HPD said once officers arrived at the third-floor apartment, the suspect was found covered in blood, asleep on the couch, and Janine and her 2-year-old daughter Carly were found with multiple stab wounds. They were pronounced dead at the scene. That's sad as f***, y'all. I don't know any other way to describe that other than sad as f***. And there's a couple of lessons to be learned here, right? The first lesson, and I'm not the one to down family or talk down on family and all that, but I'm a firm believer in people change. I'm a firm believer in the notion that people change. I know that I'm not the same person that I was 2 weeks ago that I am today, let alone 7 years ago, right? And when a person goes and spends 7 years in prison, they don't come out the same person. I got a homie who spent 2 years in prison, 2. And he was not the same person when he came out, y'all. Before he went in, he was for lack of a better terms, a goofy looking white boy. You know what I'm saying? But dude had a good heart. He was on this Christian rap stuff, you know. Come out, dude tatted all on the top of his head. He got his edge up permanently tattooed on. You know what I'm saying? And man, he was a completely different person, bro. He was not the same. He had changed a lot in those short 2 years, man. So never doubt a person's ability to change. And a lot of the time we get caught up in wanting to hold on to the memory of someone. We remember how they used to be. We remember how we used to be. We grew up with this person. It was love, you know what I'm saying? We shared the bed and stuff, you know what I'm saying? We used to go to grandma's house and kick it. When you grow up with a person, man, you remember the good in them and you want to see them as that. You always want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But especially as a woman with a daughter, you got to think more pragmatically. And then on the two, right? Because that was the first point. On the second point, and I've had firsthand experience with this stuff, so I can tell you, that fake weed stuff is crazy. And his mama said that his so-called friends had laced him with the fake weed. And if that is the case, that on top of an already probably violent temper, because I think they said he went to prison for assault or something like that and narcotics. But I think he had some violence with him. You know what I'm saying? That plus the catalyst of fake weed, it's a recipe for disaster, y'all. That's a recipe for disaster. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking firsthand experience. Look, when that fake weed stuff first came out, I remember when that first hit the street. And I was in high school. Y'all ready for a story time? I'm gonna hit y'all with a quick story time real quick. Let's go down back in Cobbins memory lane. Let's go down in Gaptooth memory lane. You dig? Boom. I'm like I'm either in 11th or 12th grade, and I'm working at Dollar Tree at the time, right? As a cashier. This is my first job. My white homie Jeremy come and pick me up. Him and Jose. You know what I'm saying? We all grew up together type stuff, been friends since pretty much like elementary type shit, right? So they come pick me up and we go to Jeremy's house and we young high school niggas, so we smoking weed, you know what I'm saying? We living life up on the corner, slanging rocks and smoking weed. But we wasn't slanging no rocks, we was just smoking weed. So we going bowl for bowl, you know what I'm saying? I got my little Nick sack. He got his little dime sack. We doing our thug dizzy. And as the bowls dwindle down, we get to the last one, and it's not enough for a full bowl, right? It's not enough for a full bowl. So the homie Jose come out his pocket with a black bag with little silver linings on it, and they got big bold letters that say Kush Potpourri. So he got a bag of Kush. This is the fake weed stuff, right? I've never experienced this before this, right? This is my first time fucking with this, right? So I've smelt it through other people smoking it up to that point, and it always stunk to me. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all burning garbage, bro. That shit stinks. Hey, man, let's just put this, you know what I'm saying? We do half and half. Put some of this in there, make it a full bowl. So Jeremy's with it. Shit, I'm with it. We do it. So we load the bowl. I grab the bong. Pretend this is a bong, y'all. I grab the bong. I take a big hit. And when I say I instantly shoot up to Jupiter, and my brain was 95% stupider at that point, let me reenact to y'all how I was when I hit that shit. Look, this is how it went. Let me paint the picture. I hit it. Jeremy's sitting on the bed over here, right? Jose is on a little chair over here. I'm on a little recliner couch right here. Nigga, I hit it. Nigga. Nigga, the only reason I didn't fly away to the moon is because I held on to the couch. Nigga, my heart. Nigga, I'm sitting here like, nigga, I am praying to Jesus. I am praying to Buddha. I am praying to Mohammed. I am praying to every deity you can think of. Please don't let me fly away. Please don't let me lose my grip on this couch. Because if I lose my grip on this recliner, I'm going to the upper room. You know what I'm saying? That stuff was so mind-blowingly, ridiculously potent. And it also felt like somebody had a hammer, right? And they just cracked open my head, right? They had a key to my head. They opened it up. And they were just papping my brain with the hammer. That's what that felt like, y'all. And I just had to ride that shit out, nigga. That was the worst experience of my life, damn near. Nigga, I'm just sitting here like, please. It be moments like that where you get to telling God all the things that you would never do again. You know what I'm saying? God, if you let me make it through this, I never beat my meat again. I never smoke a cigarette. I start smoking weed. I start going to church every Sunday. You just lying. I'm sitting up here lying to God, trying to get him to stop this high, like, because I didn't stop none of that shit, right? So I say all that to say, man, that fake weed stuff is crazy, y'all. And the fact that Cuz was on that, you can't underestimate anything somebody's capable of doing at that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's a sad story, and I hate that it happened. Like I said in the beginning, condolences to Janine and Carly Fisher. Rest in powers, queens and baby girl. And let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. How do y'all feel about this? You know what I'm saying? Have y'all had experiences with that fake weed shit? Let me know. I want to hear your story too. I know I ain't the only one, man. When that shit first came out, niggas was on it, bro. That stuff was wild, man. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. We're going to be back at y'all with another one. Make sure you hit that like button if you didn't. Hit that subscribe. And until next time, gang, it's Transition representing Gap Tooth Games. We out. Peace.